Hello and welcome back to Alteryx Weekly Challenge. This is number 22 and this apparently is the first one that Alteryx did internally. This initiative started internally and this was the first one they did internally, but they've now opened it up to as part of the publicly available weekly challenge, and it's number 22. So the use case here is that we have log files from an ATM machine and transactions embedded in the text strings. So it's one field. If we look here, we have one field _1, and it's got a bunch of text in there. The objective is for this assignment, the numbers directly following the text ATM2 dot are dollar amounts for transactions summarize the values of the rows by row on a row by row basis. Okay, so if we have a look at what we're trying to achieve, we've got a row number and then we've got the summarized dollar amount. Okay, so first of all, I think what we need to do is create this row number. So if we go in preparation, then we can basically insert a record ID, which would generate that. Let's give ourselves a bit of room. Okay, so if we just run that, we now have record 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the row number in here. Okay, so that's simple enough. Now we need to split this text field. If I just double click on here so it appears in there, make it a bit bigger, we can see on this first one we've got here ATM2, and then here ATM2, and then here it's a 3, 4, 3 of them by the looks of it. Okay, but I think there may be more than just 3, and some of them. Just going to remove that again. Some of these. So, okay, so if we bring in the text to columns tool, and then we put it on field, and then we put ATM2 dot. I think if we put it to rows and then ignore delimiters in quotes, ignore them in single quotes, ignore brackets. No, we don't want to do skipped empty, so let's try that and run that and see what happens. Okay, that's broken that out, but it doesn't really give us. It doesn't really work how we're supposed to want it to. Okay, so I noticed that if we look at the beginning, a bit early, we've got square brackets, then this A. So I wonder if we can use that square bracket. Okay, run that, see what we get. Okay, so that on the input, on the output, we've got ATM. Here we got so ATM2 per. So we do have them broken out here. So we now need to work out how we capture this particular bit here. Now these are also split by the. So it's the. We could take this bracket out. So we could split it again by this second closing square bracket. That would then move all of the stuff past that out, and then we can take the for the final 5 characters, filter out if contains ATM2 dot, and then we can take the final 5 if they're all in this not the same format. Interesting. Okay, so we'll have to think about how we can then use that and then remove. They all say this ATM1.1 / ATM2, so we could just remove that. So let's do that then. So another text to columns. Again, we don't need it to be rows this time. We can just do columns, and we want to that closed square, and we just run that. So what we're now left with is this here with this bit ahead. So if we copy without headers. Okay, and then we basically bring in a formula. Actually, we want to filter first, so we want to filter and field, doesn't really matter, one equals contains, and then we want to put in that, well, we don't want all of it, we just want up to that part, so atm1.1/atm2. Run that. We now just have in this field underscore 11 the values that we want. Okay, so and then in the false area we've got rid of all of the noise. No, we haven't. Okay, so we just need the atm2 dot, and that says exactly 70. So that must be okay. Interesting. It's just the amount afterwards. Okay, so we need to filter on less than this, so we can just get rid of that and run it again. Okay, here we have it. So So this is 0, 12, 9, 1999, 14. Okay, and record ID. So now we just have to get rid of. Now, how do we do that? We could split it again on the slash. That would then just give us the ATM2, and then do a find and replace because we've got this ATM2.2 and 2.1, making it a little bit painful. So another. And we want to switch it to this field, and then we want to, we can leave that, and then run. Okay, then we're left with over here this field 112, which has the amounts, and then we can just do let's just clean it up while we're here. So we want the record ID. We don't need any of these anymore. We want that 112. Okay, so now we have the field underscore 112 with atm2.19, for example, here. So we now need to get rid of this atm2 dot. So the way to do that is to let's bring in a formula and what we think we want. Select the field we want, just the field and 112. Now we just want to replace the first. Now we got this atm2 dot at the beginning, so it's replace first, because it will just replace the first one. I think if we just did replace it, we could replace twos and dots that we have in the actual amount that's later on. So we just want to do atm 2 dot, and then we want to replace it with just nothing. So that should do it. So we look in here, yeah, atm2 dot, and replace it with nothing. So if we go like that, we now have the amounts broken down just to the amounts. Now I think this is, so we need to now make this a double, because it's still a string. We need to make it a number. Double will do for this. We want to rename it as well. Dollar amount, and this one needs to be was it rec num? Was it rec num from here? Row num. Okay, row num. Row and num, like that. Okay, so then we want to summarize that. It should be fairly straightforward, because we want take the row number and group by the row number, take the amount in dollars and sum by it. Now we've got that sum underscore dollar amount. Let's just stick a browse on the end and let's see what we get. Okay, so yep, that matches that. Let's go down a bit. Yep, we've got the same throughout. Brilliant. So there you go. Fairly straightforward. I'm sure you could do it more efficiently, but there you go. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.